Welcome home, everybody. My name is Chad, and I started to kick off this show like it was the My DVC Points show, but it's not. Welcome to Mouse Quiz, everybody, on Friday, March 26th, 2021. I don't have any of my dates right today. I'm just going to have to call Derek in to come in and save me. So save me, Derek, save me.
Hi, welcome to Mouse Quiz. That's Chad, and he's spent too much time at the John Deere dealership today. So, how you doing? How are you this evening, Chad?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
So, glad it's a Friday.
You and me both. It has been a week, man. It has been a week. But speaking of which, let's come back in and add some not so weak players to our game show, right?
Yeah.
Not liking that joke. How you doing tonight, Pete?
I'm doing good, Chad. How are you, Derek? Good to see you. Haven't seen you since Wednesday.
Yeah, nice to see you, Pete.
Yeah, and then let's welcome back to the show Jennifer as well. How you doing tonight, Jennifer?
Hi, Jennifer.
Great. How are y'all?
Well, we have a magical.
I'm like thinking, which one of these is not like the other? You got three bald guys and Jennifer.
I've got
we won't do it to
everybody, so we're good.
You just make us all have hair envy, Jennifer. Hair envy is all I'm saying. So, anyways, welcome everybody to Mouse Quiz. We've got an exciting show lined up for you this week, and it's all about Peter Pan and Tink, right?
Yep. Taking off to Neverland.
Kicking off to Neverland. And so, if you guys want to go ahead and get started on registering to play our trivia game, pull up any web browser and go to crowd.live/Tink. And then let me come back in here. I'll even add this to the stream. You can also just point your smartphone over there at the scan to join and hit the QR code. And then what you'll be able to do is just tap the QR code, come back in, and then it's going to ask you for a screen name that you want to play with. You can put an email address in there, and we may send you an email, may not. We haven't been sending them here recently, but chances are not good that we're ever going to use that. So pull it in if you want to. And then the other thing that we'll ask you to do is if you're playing with a Disney podcast family or a Disney community group, go ahead and select them from the drop-down, because if you're new to our show, after 2 rounds of trivia, we call that halftime, and we will let you know how you rank against all of the other players, and then we'll let you know how all the teams are ranking against each other. Then when we pivot into the final and third round, we'll double the points. And from there, we'll come back in and see who won the evening. That's all bragging rights and trash talking and all that kind of fun stuff. So,
but Disney trash talking.
Yes, it's all family friendly for the most part, right?
Yeah.
So you see more of that in the community groups afterwards, with everybody cheering each other on and giving each other stuff. So we have a lot of fun, and that's what this is intended to do. We don't charge anybody anything. Mouse Quiz was a community service project that we started over at My DVC Points during the COVID crisis. All the parks were down, like the YouTubers were down. There was nobody streaming anything with any Pixie Dust. So we came up with the idea of streaming this live trivia game and helping people come back in and stay safe, stay home, stay magical. And so what are we down to? We got 4 weeks after this, Derek?
4 after this one. Yep.
4 more shows remaining. So our year-long lease on the software is up. But if you've enjoyed the show and you'd like to contribute and help us recoup some of the expenses, we'd love to have some contributions there. And you'll just go to patreon.com/mydvcpoints and help support the cost of the show. But like I did say, we are wrapping this up, but we have created quite a few friendships, and we've done a good thing here.
Yeah.
We just think that its time has come to move on and focus to other stuff. Derek, why don't we give a plug for what the other stuff is that you guys are working on?
Well, one of the other things is on Wednesday nights, we've got the Plus Platoon. It's a Disney Plus fan podcast that we talk about everything that came out, and it is spoiler filled, but we have very, very lively discussions. Pete's on there, and we've got an awesome crew that goes along with us.
We absolutely do. We've got some former Disney entertainers. Like, I mean, these are people that they're pretty entertaining. Like, they did this for a living. So I'm just like, Derek, they're kicking all of our butts behind camera here. We can't hang with that level of stuff. Yeah. But, it is what it is there. So they're pretty awesome, and it's a fun show and a great time. Pete, while we're waiting here, give a plug out for Newscast, which is your show.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Every week we publish an episode of the DVC Newscast where we talk about the latest DVC news, but also we tend to talk about other news in the Disney world that has relevance to DVC members. So we're going to be talking about park news. We talk about cruise line news and anything else that might apply to members that, announcements from corporate and things like that. So, it's usually about 20 to 30 minutes, a nice short one-way drive to work to listen to, and I think it's a pretty good show.
It
Got
is.
a group of people on that one too.
Yeah, it's really tight and compact. It's like, here's the news, here's our take on it, next story. Boom.
Yep.
And very, very, very tight and compact. It's a great way to get the news and kind of hear a little bit of digestion of it. Jennifer, Is there anything you want to plug tonight?
Nope.
Okay.
I got nothing.
You got nothing, right?
Mouse quiz.
There you go.
Yeah,
Mouse
there you
quiz
go.
as well, right? So let's come back in and say hi to our audience, and then we'll get things kicked off as well. So Annette's saying hi from Jersey Shore. And then MJ is saying hello over there on YouTube. Jake's tuning in tonight.
Hey, Jake.
He's part of the newscast team. And then Sheldon says, off to Neverland. Hello, everybody. And Caitlin Tracy is watching tonight.
Ooh.
So, yeah, I wonder if your
Hi.
mom's playing, Caitlin. Scott Schilling says hello from Biloxi, Mississippi.
Scott.
And Courtney is saying, hi, everyone. This has been great. Thank you.
Thank
And
you.
Yes,
Thank
I
you.
will tell you this. If you guys are missing our show, head over to pandatrivia.com. John, Big Fat Panda, is starting his own bi-weekly show on, I think, Tuesday nights. So pandatrivia.com is a great little handoff from us to him. And I think he's even using the same software and the same platform.
Okay.
So you guys will really enjoy his show. And he puts on a really good thing there. So Patricia gives a shout out and says, She says, I love Plus Platoon.
Thank you,
Okay.
Patricia.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
And then Lauren's saying, greetings from the boardwalk.
Ooh, jealous.
Jake saying, I personally think Newscast is a great show as well. Just my opinion. I would hope so, Jake, because you pretty much write the stories. So,
Yeah.
And then Amy says she just finished packing for Hilton Head, which is, you just keep going back.
Wow.
And then Jolly Holiday's tuning in. She says, hi, everybody.
Hey, Holly.
And then Dustin says, lots of books behind Jennifer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's my husband.
Oh, okay. Got it. I was like, I didn't quite get that one, but I've heard of people doing like stacking their bookcases to look smarter at work on virtual meetings and things along those lines. So yeah, Justice tuning in says happy Friday.
Yes.
Campbell Chronicles is tuning in. So hi to Robert over there. And then Kathy says trivia has been fun. I've learned an awful lot. And then finally, we're caught up on announcement. Lauren Rice says hello. And she is the original OG Patreon member as well. So shout out to her as well. And then Heidi is saying hi. So I think we're ready to get going here, Pete. What do you got lined up for us here in round one?
So I volunteered for Tinkerbell because my daughter used to be a big fan. She's 17, almost 18 now. So not as big a fan now, but she liked all the Tinkerbell movies. And I don't think I made these real hard, but they kind of go throughout the history of Tinkerbell, from the original play to the movie to in the parks to a little bit on the new series, the more recent series of movies, but I didn't go into that too deep because I figured not a lot of people will have seen that. But
Well,
yeah, so it's
awesome.
a little bit of everything for Tinkerbell.
Yeah. So we're celebrating Tink tonight, at least in this round. So, okay. I'll go over this one last time, crowd.live/Tink, and go ahead and put your info in, and we will get started. Derek, you want to go ahead and start the countdown, and we'll get this thing rolling.
All right. Good luck, everyone.
Yep. Good luck, everybody. Well, welcome back, everybody. How'd you guys do that got to play this round?
Jen, how'd you do?
I did
I guess
well. I
it's just
missed
Jen.
one. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Well,
that's good.
my girls
bad.
love Tinkerbell too, so I was pretty well versed on a lot of it. But you got me with one, Pete.
I did.
Okay, well, you'll have to let us know which one
Yeah.
he got you on here. So let's come back in and check this out as well. And so, okay, question 1. Where did...
Go to 1.
Go to 1, go to 1, go to 1. It always goes to 10. I don't like that. But so how was Tink portrayed in the original stage play? 61% knew that she was a spot of light back then.
Mm-hmm.
Spot of
So-
light and then some bells.
Yeah. So I guess that's way back when. That would have been some stage technology there.
Yep.
I don't think...
Usually just a mirror reflecting lights, and it
Yep, that's how they-
dances all
that's
over-
how they
dances
did
all
it.
over the place. Yeah.
Okay, then, right? And so let's go to question number 2 here. And what method did the audience use to bring Tink back to life in the play?
Had to-
69%.
Everybody clap your hands.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
and,
it was
and
clap your hands.
for years I thought that was also in the movie until I watched the movie when my daughter was old enough, and I was like, oh, they don't do
Nope.
that in the movie.
Pete actually in the play, Peter actually breaks the fourth wall on that one and asks the audience for help.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. So, okay. And so let's look. Number 3, in the film, where does Tink get trapped in the darling nursery? And 39% knew it was in the sewing drawer. I knew there was something with a thimble there, right?
Yeah.
That thimble was my my key there. But you guys did pretty good on that
Yeah.
one. I mean, it was pretty diverse with the 27-24.
Now, Hook's the one that traps her in their lamp later.
That's
Right.
right.
Yeah,
It was
that's
the
why I
lantern,
used-
wasn't it?
That's why
Yeah.
I use that as one of the distractors, because she does get trapped in the lamp, and she does get trapped in the lamp later in the movie, but not in the darling nursery. So
Okay. How does Tink help the darling children fly? 94% knew that was Pixie Dust. That was an easy one there, Pete. And then what does
like
Tink do to get rid of Wendy? I wouldn't have got this one right. Have the Lost Boys shoot her down. That just
Yeah.
sounds too mean for Tinkerbell.
Tink is
Tink
not
is
very
not like
nice in the
Wendy.
movie.
Yeah.
She's worse in the play.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then. And who does Tink go to for help after Peter banishes her? 48% knew Captain Hook. So that one I would have gotten right. Definitely would have. Question number 8. True or false? Tink never appears in the
Skip
Peter
7.
Pan ride. I did skip 7?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What TV show did Walt have Tink first host? And, ooh, everybody swung hard for the Mickey Mouse
The Mickey
Club,
Mouse
but-
Club. No, that isn't true.
Mm-mm.
I think Mickey
Disneyland.
Mouse hosted that. The Disneyland show, which was Walt's year-long advertisement of the Disneyland opening of the park, he decided it was shortly after Peter Pan and Tinkerbell was kind of the breakout star, and he wanted to use a character for the Disneyland show that was not really out there as much as some of the others. So that's why he chose to use Tinkerbell, because she was popular, but she hadn't really, outside of the movie, she hadn't really had a big following. And really, she stayed the representative of the Disney TV shows for years and years, where she would fly around the castle and sprinkle it with her pixie dust. So
It's
Yeah,
still
this
even
is
in
the
the
one I
animations
missed.
today, right? So this is the one you mixed. Did you go Mickey Mouse Club?
That's the only one I knew. So I didn't know there's a Disneyland,
Disneyland
show.
did not sound like a TV
Show.
show to me.
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
was the name of the show, was Disneyland.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Walt did some brilliant marketing on that one. And so, true or false, Tink never appears in the Peter Pan ride at
Wow.
Walt Disney World.
I'm surprised that this one was as even as it was, and because I was thinking some people wouldn't know it, but Tink does appear.
She's there
twice. She appears right at the beginning when you're going through when you're first taking off to the nursery into the yard. She's right there before you see Nana, and then she's in the last scene where Peter Pan has rescued Wendy. So you see her
on the pirate ship. Yeah.
Yep. So you see her twice.
Okay. And where does Tink fly to in the Magic Kingdom fireworks show at Walt Disney World?
I was thinking I might trick a few people, but looks like most people got it right.
Yeah. Yeah. Physically,
from the
she
castle
flies to Tomorrowland
Terrace. Yep.
So, yep. I was like, maybe she would say Neverland or something like that if you asked her. But and then where do Tink and her friends live in the most recent series of movies? And 88% knew that was Pixie Hollow. See, I told you that one was easy, Pete.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
Wasn't that also supposed to be one of the original expansions of Fantasyland? Was they were going to do Pixie Hollow?
They were when they before they decided to go to the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. That spot was supposed to be Pixie Hollow, and
they did
what I heard
at Disneyland.
They did build. There's a Pixie Hollow meet and greet in Disneyland. I think it's still there, but they ended up they thought that the Disneyland expansion was a little too girl oriented, which is why they ended up going with the roller coaster.
Got it. A little more for the little guys. So,
yep.
Well, congratulations this round to Jennifer. Was that you, Jennifer?
Yeah.
That was you, Jennifer. Wow.
Nice.
Nicely done.
So I guess you did okay.
I guess you
a little
did
bit.
okay. So Michelle, Jolly Holiday, Amy B, Tink. You rock the name Tink and you only got 7 right. You must have been late. The only thing I can say, right? Congratulations to Annette, Team B, Daniel, Gina, and Campbell's Soup. And then I'll just let everybody else scroll on down, see how they did there. So, Pete, you're not supposed to play your own round.
I thought I didn't do very well, but I guess I must have done... How did I get... I didn't start answering until the... That's weird that I got 8 out of 10, because I didn't start answering until, like, the 4th question.
Well, something's up. So Tinker Mom did okay, 6 out of 10 there. So, and then that's it. So for Happy Canadian Guy, Future Friendship Boat Captain, Mickey 1928, Pickle, Liz W, and Flynn. So, okay then. Let's go ahead and warp us over to the next round there, Derek.
Okay.
Any comments about that round?
Yeah. Well, I don't really see much over here in the comments as well. Corrine says, I guess I need to watch the movie tonight. And
it's a good movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie. Great movie. Madison was saying I joined late, but got the last 3 questions right. And then Robert says, blast you, Pan. And then DM Missy just said, I was terrible. Lucky Heidi gives me lots of answers. So there you go. Right? Got to call on. Use that call a friend line. So, okay, Derek, what can you tell us about round number 2 here?
Well, round 2 covers the original play and the movies that have been made about Peter Pan.
Okay.
And basically anything that wasn't Tink was fair game.
Ooh, okay. So if it's not Pink, it's fair game about the play and the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so.
And there is a bonus question on this one.
Yes, there is 11 questions. I did saw that. But Robert says, I'm with Gina. I got fooled into thinking about Disneyland by mistake. And then she says, well, I am definitely a Disneyland girl. Yeah. I didn't get that comment, Robert, so maybe you picked up something I didn't. Anyways, if you're just now joining us, crowd.live/Peter. You'll put a screen name in, an email address, and then pick a podcast family if you're playing with one. So crowd.live/Peter, and I think we're ready to kick this thing off. So
good luck, everyone.
Yeah, if you did not warp over automatically, then just hit the refresh on your browser from the last round and it'll bring you on over. So good luck. We'll see you guys back in a few minutes. Welcome back, everybody. And let's see. Jennifer, Pete, how'd you guys do?
Well, I missed 2.
Okay, Pete,
You're
still on mute.
muted.
Sorry, guys. Yeah, I think I got them all actually.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So we'll see how I do.
Yeah, let's see how we do. I didn't see a whole lot of comment here, and Gina just said something about.
I always like
Matterhorn,
Derek. You
so-
always have really good distractors.
Yeah, Derek
tried.
does. I thought there was a lot of softballs in here tonight.
There
Derek.
were a lot of softballs.
I'm not gonna lie. I think you was pretty nice to the crowd on that one.
I was on this one because I've seen Jennifer's questions. So
Ooh.
Ooh, smack. Can't believe he just said that, Jennifer. So
as in they're difficult, not they're bad, they're difficult.
That's how I took it.
okay. So who wrote the first original who wrote the original play here? J.M. Barrie.
Yep. James Barrie.
Yeah. E.E. Cummings.
Played by Johnny Depp in Finding Neverland.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
And
P.L.
E.E.
Travers
Cummings would have
wrote
been Winnie
Mary
the
Poppins.
Pooh.
P.L. Travers wrote Mary Poppins, and E. Cummings just wrote poems. Right?
Yeah. Didn't E.E. Cummings write Winnie the Pooh? Was
No,
it
that's
that his?
A.A. Milne.
Okay. I knew it was something, same letters, right? Okay.
A lot of initials here. I'm sensing a
Yeah,
trend.
no kidding. No kidding. But 50% got that one right. So that was a pretty decent question. Let's come back over and check out question number 2. And what character has the same voice as George Darling in the animated film? 55% knew that voice actor did Captain Hook as well.
Yes.
That was a pretty good one.
Yeah, traditionally the father is also Captain Hook. So
Okay.
Yeah, Wendy has some daddy issues.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Okay. And then what sound does the crocodile make? 93% knew this one.
Yeah.
And the Croc's got a pretty successful social media platform now, too. Just saying.
That's right. Yeah.
Is it based on the moon, Chad?
I guess so, right? And then who was Hook's first mate? 88% knew that was Smee. That's another softball for you.
I liked this Eddie Valiant distractor because same actor played Eddie Valiant as played Mr. Smee in the 1993
Hook, yeah.
Wow. Okay. And then what is Peter looking for in the Darling Nursery? His shadow. 91% knew that one. Seeing just a string of softballs here, okay? And then how is Peter's shadow reattached? No gorilla grew. No ironed on. 6% said soap, but 94% knew he had to sew it on.
He tries soap originally.
Yeah, I'm
And it
surprised
doesn't
more
work.
people didn't go for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's, if you got a good distractor like that, it needs to go to the top of the list, Derek.
Yeah.
You might get a little more people before they go, oh, yeah, so done.
Oh, well.
So, okay then. Who walks the plank but never makes a splash? And that would be Wendy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Peter actually walked the plank, did he?
No, he's
No.
the one that catches Wendy.
Yeah. And then who does Peter rescue at Skull Rock? That would be Tiger Lily. That one I knew. And a codfish. That would have been a good trivia question as well. So what did Peter nickname Hook, right?
Yeah.
And so what is required to fly besides dust? Oh my God, could you make this any easier, Derek? So
No
faith,
apologies
trust,
tonight.
I like lift and momentum. I thought that was good.
I did. I almost answered lift and momentum because that is required to fly. So
It is.
it's also correct.
hope and joy, close, not quite. And Scott says, in the Hook movie, didn't they need a happy thought to fly as well?
You had to think of a wonderful thought or think of a happy thought, but all that's required is faith and trust and dust.
Faith, trust, and pixie dust.
Pixie Dust,
Yep.
yeah.
Okay, then. And then question number 10 here. Who played Peter in the movie Hook? 75% knew that was Robin Williams. So,
Trivia on
very-
that, Glenn Close actually appeared as one of the male pirates in Hook.
That's
Uncredited, but she's in there. So is, I think, Crosby from Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. There's several just cameo pirates in there.
Wow. Okay. And this is a great question here. Who gets the royalties from Peter Pan? And the answer is the Great Ormond Street Hospital, which I believe is a children's hospital in
Yeah.
London.
Children's
So-
Hospital in London. It gets all of the royalties from the UK and the United States. Everywhere else in the world, Peter Pan is actually public domain. The play and the story are, but because of different laws that were passed specifically to help the Great Ormond Street Hospital, they still get royalties from every time the play is performed, every time the movie is shown, anything along those lines.
Nice. That's got to be coming up on its 100-year mark too.
2023.
Yeah, we're not
Wow.
far. We're definitely not
But
far.
they keep, actually, no, it came up, it was in like 2020, like 2002, but they renewed it in the US and Britain. That's why it's public domain everywhere else.
Got it. So
So-
did they renew just specifically Pan then, or everything until?
Well, Peter Pan and everything involved with the story.
Got it. Because I know Disney pretty much buys copyright laws to protect that mouse.
Yeah.
So you can pretty well guarantee that they're making some major financial donations to protect Mickey. So
Yeah, you got to wonder what's going to come up in a few years when Mickey goes public domain, if Disney's going to let that happen.
yeah, I don't see that happening.
Chad, did we want to do standings?
Oh, yes. Let me do that as well. So let's come back in and I'll have to drag over another one of those. So give me just a second to do that before you do the warp. So
Yep.
telling you, I'm just not with it tonight, Derek. I don't know what it is. It's just one of those weird nights.
Totally get it. Totally understand. Hey,
Alright.
Pete, nicely done.
Skier Pete,
What?
nice done on that one. So,
Yeah, you won it.
right, followed by the Evil Queen, who really upped her game that time.
Yep.
And pulled ahead, followed by Christine, Michelle, Team B, Jolly Holiday, Tink, Jennifer, Gina, Tinker Mom, Elliot, Amy B, Dustin, Kathy, Heidi. And we'll just scroll on down here to Missy, Campbell Soup, Happy Canadian, Daniel, Lizzie, DVC Kid, Jen, Jess K, Future Friendship Boat Captain, Tinker Mom, Kelsey, Pickle, Annette, Scott, Mary, Liz, and Yay. So, okay then. So we got to throw Pete out of the multi-game here. So Pete, you're not even
I don't think I
eligible.
wasn't that high in that other one, but yeah, you're right. I shouldn't be in there.
So let's come back in and check on multi-game here. And so right now leading this, we have Michelle, Jennifer, Jolly Holiday, the Evil Queen, Team B, Amy B, Tink, Gina, and Elliot as our top 10 players.
Oh, and Christine's in there.
And Christine, sorry. It's the whole Pete confusion of having to throw him out of
Yeah.
there.
I'm sorry. I didn't
Okay.
realize that I was doing so well. I was just throwing answers out and should have got more wrong. Sorry.
See what happens if I hit this edit button. Never done this
Yeah,
before.
kick-
So
Yeah, I was
Kick
gonna
me
say,
out.
can you kick him out?
yeah. Don't know. The edit button's not working. So we'll have to see what
just-
happens if I do it.
Just ignore me.
Yeah. Yeah.
what my
That's
You
it.
know
family
we're
does.
used to it, Pete. So okay.
So we'll scroll on down and let everybody else see how they did here. And what are you guys feeling? We're missing a lot of key players.
I have no
tonight,
idea.
So
I don't know who
no
everyone's playing
idea
for.
how this is going to come out on the multi-game. No idea as well. So, and
We
oh,
want
yeah,
to try. Want to see where we're at in the teams?
yeah, I will. I just had to
Okay.
throw Robert's comment up
Oh,
here
yeah.
because he's a pilot. So
Yeah.
obviously
lift
he
and
needs lift and
thrust.
thrust to fly.
Yeah. My wife's a pilot too, so that was kind of geared toward the techies.
Okay, let's see how we're doing in the multi-games here. Congratulations to the Monorail Tales Trivia team, followed by the Disney Crushers, then the Welcome Homies, the Free Agents, Team Mighty VC Points, and then Geekin' on WDW Trivia team as well. So, and Gina said she's going to try to give the Mighty VC Points team a chance. So she's
No, if
doing
we
her
leave
best
Pete
there,
in
guys.
If we leave
Like,
Pete in there, we should have a chance.
yeah, if we
Right.
could throw Pete in there, we might have a chance. So, anyways, Derek, do you want to get us all warped over to the next round?
I will send us over to the next round.
Okay. And so this next round is Peter Pan Ride by Jennifer. Jennifer, what can you tell us about your questions?
Ooh.
Yeah, anything about the Peter Pan ride in all the different parks. I try to throw some about each park in there because they're all a little bit different. And yeah, some are a little tricky, like Derek mentioned, but I think it's fun.
Okay. And Pete has not seen the Peter Pan ride, so, or at least the questions.
I
tonight.
didn't
Hopefully
see.
he's seen.
I
the
didn't
ride.
see round 2 either, so don't think I cheated
Yep.
on round 2. I did not see those.
Yep. So okay. So just in case, but if you're just now joining us, go to crowd.live/pan. Put your email address in, a screen name, and then pick a family so that it'll count towards the multi-game ranking. And at the end of this round, Derek, we doubled the points here, right?
Doubled the points.
Doubled the points. So at the end of this round, we will show the overall winner of tonight and the winner of this round. So
Yeah.
that being said and done, good luck, everybody. We'll see you guys back in just a few minutes.
Told ya.
There were some
Told ya.
tough ones in there. There were some tough
There were
ones.
definitely some tough ones in there. Yes, 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 yes. Pete, how'd you do that round?
I don't think I won that one, but maybe. I don't know. I think I only missed one, but a few of them took me a while, so I didn't score a lot.
Oh, really? Okay, then.
Yeah, I had to
So,
think.
well,
I had to think about some of them. for quite a bit.
Okay. What do
And
you
I
guys
got some lucky
playing,
guesses.
Yeah, everybody that's playing, what did you guys think of tonight? So, or at least this round of questions tonight. So, those were great questions for me. I did terrible. Truth, Robert, truth, right? But what's the maximum height you reach on the ride? 17 feet. Only 38% knew that.
That's the one I got wrong. I'm surprised it's that high.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I believe it, but I'm a little surprised it's that high. So
it's in the area, like right as you go past the moon and are getting to like the volcanoes and mountains and stuff, is where
That
you're the
makes sense.
highest.
Yeah.
Yeah, way up there in the back, and 'cause you're about 6 feet when you start. Okay, you're up on a platform there.
Yeah.
Not quite
true.
6 feet, but almost. So great question there, Jennifer. And what location do you visit in the MK version of the queue? That would be the Darling Nursery. And
And I didn't see that for years because I would always fast pass it, but
yeah, I've
with
never been through it. So not since they've redone it.
It makes the overrated, overlong wait a little easier. I mean,
yeah,
an
I
hour,
have to
it
say,
makes the hour wait easier.
right. One of the few rides that right now in COVID times is actually shorter. It seems like than the regular rides because we've ridden it several times on our COVID trips because it's only been like 30 minutes.
Because they don't have to change capacity.
Right, they've been able to run it at full capacity essentially.
Yeah, because it's all individual boats.
Right.
Or ships or whatever it is.
Ships,
But
yeah.
Gina says on the last one, I must have been stuck on the 6 foot part. And then Scott says, I found out I need to watch more Peter Pan. That was his takeaway from this round. So, okay. And then what do you interact with in the MQQ? 77% knew that it was your shadows. So good job there, everybody. And then how many mermaids are seen in the Mermaid Lagoon? There are 3 of them. 47% knew that there was 3. 53% went 5. So interesting there. And then what creates moving cars in the London scene? I did not know this one. I would have been guessing.
It's either glow in the dark paint or tape on bicycle chains that run because it's all in straight lines. So yeah, and that's how they originally did it, and that's how it's still done. So
at least in Disney World. So I know Disneyland got an LED makeover on a bunch of stuff, and they really plussed it up a bit. But that'd be interesting to see if they still do that in Disneyland that way. Because I know they did a huge refurb.
I haven't been on the Disneyland one since they plussed it.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Pretty nice. And then true or false, Peter Pan was an opening day attraction at Disneyland. 67% knew that was true. True. And then what was absent from the ride when it first debuted? And it was Peter himself.
Yeah, they actually... It was like Snow White, the ride. They wanted it to be like you were Snow White or you were Peter Pan. And people were really always looking for Peter Pan. So when they redid it in like 80-something, 83 maybe, they added Peter Pan.
Yeah. That whole you are this character just did not go over well with people.
No.
Complete flop. Complete Imagineering flop. Okay, and then which park does not have a Peter Pan ride? This one was an interesting guess. I would not have guessed Hong Kong Disneyland.
This is the one that I thought about for a long time, and I went with Hong Kong only because it's the smallest one. So I was thinking if any of them were missing Peter Pan, then it would probably be Hong Kong because it was really built as a very small park. So
and Shanghai's version is totally different. And it's amazing.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
They definitely spent some cash over there on those attractions. So, okay,
yeah.
Who ensures a timely return at the MK Fast Pass sign? I have hit that thing darn near every trip. I couldn't tell you who's on that. I would have been guessing on this one.
I would hope the timely would have helped. So
Yeah, I went with that too because TikTok Croc, right? He's got a watch in him, so that's why that was a guess on my part. I can't say I remembered it, but that was a really good question. Really good question.
This was a really,
Jennifer.
really, really good question here. And I should have Googled it in between rounds because I have no clue. And what was originally in the current location of the Peter Pan queue at Magic Kingdom? And that was originally bathrooms that got moved across the street to the Tangled bathrooms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they spent like $1 million on that queue when they did it. They put some money into just the dang queue for Peter Pan. So,
people spend a lot of time in it.
Yeah, that's true.
And they had to make it ADA compliant.
Got it. Well, let's see who won this round tonight. And congratulations to future friendship captain with 8 out of 10, followed by Skier Pete. And then, Derek, do you want to just go ahead and delete his answers or something so he doesn't even show up as a
well, this one he hadn't seen.
Yeah, but on the first one.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I'll see what I can do.
Yeah. And then congratulations to the Evil Queen, Jolly Holiday, Kelsey, Team
You
B.
can edit it.
Yeah, he could probably go back into the first one and edit it. So that's what he's doing now. So I guess you just can't go into multi-game and edit it. We'll see if that button goes away when I do this. So, okay.
Done.
Awesome. Congratulations to all of Jess, Tinkermom, Michelle, Annette, Kathy, Christine, Mary, DVC Kid, Lizzie, Gina, 4 out of 10 that round.
Gina,
oh my
really?
Gosh.
Wow.
Like, wow.
What you drinking tonight, girl?
Where's mine?
Followed by Missy, the Campbell's Soup. Tink, you wrote hard questions when somebody who rocks the name Tink misses all these questions. Okay. Amy B, Tinker Mom, Daniel, Heidi, Scott S, Yay, Elliot, Happy Canadian, Jennifer, Dustin, and Liz W as well. So, okay, let's come back in and see how we did on the multi-game here. So who do you think our top player of tonight is?
Not a
Evil Queen.
Looking at that, not a clue. Jolly Holiday, maybe.
Yeah, I'm thinking
Evil Queen. Evil Queen's been up there.
I'm thinking Evil Queen. Yeah.
Yeah, I think future friendship boat captain is going to take it because this was worth double points and they did
True.
rather well.
But he didn't do well the first round.
Yeah. So obviously you didn't do a great job at deleting there.
It just said it was
Congratulations
deleted.
to Jolly Holiday, the Evil Queen.
All right, next time I promise.
Sorry.
I promise not to answer any questions in my round next time.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought I was getting them all really long, really short answers. I'm sorry.
Okay. The Evil Queen, Michelle, Team B, Christine, future friendship captain, Amy B, Tink, Gina, Jen, Jennifer, Campbell Soup, Kelsey, Kathy, Tinker Mom. Both the Tinker Moms, they're side by side tonight.
Oh.
And then Annette, Jess K, Missy, Daniel, Heidi, DVC Kid, Elliot, Lizzie, Mary, Dustin, Scott S, Happy Canadian, Liz, Pickle, Yay, Amy, Mickey, 1928, and Flynn. So, okay then. Congratulations, everybody, on that. Let's come in and check out the teams. So maybe at least Pete pulled up Team My DVC points. But even if we do win, we cheated tonight, so we don't get to claim it. So, no, we even cheat and come in last. Congratulations to the Monorail Tales trivia team, the Crushers, the Free Agents, the Welcome Homies, Team My DVC Points, and the Geeks tonight as well. So
I'm going to say I was looking at those scores. Even if I'd gotten a 0 in the first round, I still would have come in like 6th. So
yeah, maybe I'll figure it out after the show and let you know, Pete. But okay then. So that's what I've got tonight for the show. Derek, who do we got next week? What's lined up coming up in the future?
I think next week is Alani.
Ooh, that's right. I got to get writing.
Yeah, because he's doing them. And actually, we may have a special format for part of next week also.
Oh yeah, we're
So,
definitely doing an audio game next week.
Yes.
So if I can get that working. So
Yep.
Neat.
definitely doing an audio game. And I don't think I'm going to put a timer on it because you're going to need to know either that or I'm just going to put a lot of points on them.
Yeah.
So that once you get it, you get points for it. So
Yeah.
something along those lines, because it'll definitely be an audio game next week as well. And we'll have to see how CrowdPur does with that. So we got some tweaking and testing to do.
We've got some ideas. Yeah.
Yeah, but we're going to Alani next week. And so it might even be Polynesian themed next week. We could go over to
Okay.
the Polynesian Hotel next week if we need to get into a little bit more familiar ground for people. So just saying, we could be doing a round.
Go
over
tropical next week.
Yeah, we're definitely going tropical. There's definitely an Alani round, definitely a Poly round, and there could even be a Trader Sam's round. Just saying.
Ooh.
So, okay then. Well, thank you guys for joining in tonight. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. We will be back next week. Hopefully you join us on Wednesday nights over at YouTube. Please, please, please search for Plus Platoon out there. And Derek and Pete are always there every week. And give that show a like and a subscribe. We'd greatly appreciate that as well. So that's it for tonight, everybody. Plus Platoons, 9 p.m. Wednesday. And we will see you next week. Have a good night, everybody.
Everyone.
Thanks.